Get some background music going. Very slight background music. Non-copyrighted, of course. There we go. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let's see. Lower this down. I think that's perfect. Maybe a little bit lower. That's good. What is up, everyone? Let everyone come in. Thought I'd hop on, do a little bit of streaming. It's been about a week since oh no, I think I streamed Wednesday. I don't even know. I think I streamed last Sunday. I forgot. It's been a busy week. School, work, girlfriend, bunch of stuff. So thought I'd hop on today, hang out, see what's up. Still in that LLY trade. I was getting worried about it. I'll discuss it in a little bit once more people come in. But I was getting a little worried, but then Friday turned out to be a good day. But it was news related for LLY. LLY increased their dividend by 15%. So that caused the stock to rally 1.66% on Friday. So currently I'm up on my position like 5%. So pretty much break even right now. But throughout the week it was down further. I think it was down 20%. It's down about $1,000, I think, or about $800 on this position, but just came back to life. So that's good. So hopefully LLY continues to rise. Seems like December seasonality is playing out a little bit. We started off on a shaky. Now it's kind of coming to life here, but I would really like to see it get above. Well, it did get above this level. Let's see. Hold on. So I do like to look at levels. If you guys don't know, I do use statistics mainly to get my trade ideas and fundamentals and the theme of a trade. But I do like to look at levels as far as technical analysis goes. This isn't a level here. This is just where I entered the trade. But yeah, put this to like a yellow line. So right now, LLY is peeking its head above that 595 level, and that 600 level's psychological. $600 level, that's a psychological level. But I'm not going to mark it for now. We'll just actually, we can. It seems like it likes to pop up like right here. Yeah, right there. So kind of in this range right now. You can see in the past, we come into it. Let's change this to like blue or purple. Give me a good color. Purple, perfect. Um, we do like to come up into this range here, this 595 to 601 range, it looks like. So we'll see. If we get above this, if we break through this level, this zone, there's a good chance we continue going higher. But for now, we're kind of in no man's land. But this is a good thing that we're peeking our head up into this level. This is what I want to see. I just put out a video right before I got into stream. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. I went over how to pick stocks, so hope you all enjoy that. I've been getting quite a few comments on multiple videos asking how I go about picking my stocks, so hope that helps. I like using seasonality as a theme to get into my trade, and then yeah, then I hold for 30 days. That's my trade plan, and then some technical analysis. I'll look at levels like this. I was watching this on LOY. So basically, we had this triangle formation, or a falling wedge, which is technically a bullish. This is a bullish pattern, a falling wedge like this. You can see we broke out of it pretty strong. Um, Decent volume too. The volume increased. Um, I had a feeling that LOY would go up this week, especially after Thursday, because Thursday was kind of a rough day, because we dropped. Let's see, we dropped 1.81%, and then bottom wicked it all the way back up. So I don't know. That was a pretty bullish sign to me. I think the volume was kind of, it was a little above average, I guess. Volume was decent on this bottom wick, but once I saw that bottom wick, I was like, ooh, that looks good. And it turned out to be good so far, so we'll see. Hey, Harold. Greetings from Harold. Uh, altitudinally? Whoa. Okay. Okay. Colorado Rockies, nice. All right, so you're up in you're in the thin atmosphere right now. Nice. Colorado. I wanted to go skiing, well, snowboarding. Most of my friends ski, but I snowboard. We want to go there, but that would be an expensive trip. I live on the East Coast, so I'm used to Killington, Gore, upstate New York, Vermont. I would go to Canada. I want to go to Canada. I got some big mountains too. Yeah, I hope this video I just put out kind of gives everyone a good insight as to how I go about my analysis. So I kind of covered how to pick stocks, and then not only pick stocks but back test them, because you can have a stock um, that does well and has a good gain, but the returns on through an options is not good. I think a good example of that was AVGO, which is a semiconductor company. For some reason, that stock through the options chain just gives horrible returns compared to what it does. Because it can go up like 20% in 1 month, and the returns are like like not even that great. And it's because of high implied volatility. I think it's just a crowded trade. I don't know what it is, but um, it just doesn't do well. So that's the thing. Like, you can find a good stock that looks good from the surface, and then you got to dig deeper. That's where I think that's where a lot of people get messed up, because they take things at face value, from like an analytical standpoint or even like a technical standpoint like this, um, and yeah, they don't dig deep enough, do enough back testing, and they end up burning themselves. So dead flat volume probably. Yeah. Well, volume's important too. Volume's very important. Um, I wish on this seasonality test, or even in here, it would show volume or like average volume, because I don't know if like there's a premium version that shows it, but this is like free resources that I use. But yeah, volume is so important, because that really, if you have high volume, you're gonna have a good fill. You're gonna get in and out of the trade easily, and that's why I like to stick with, like, whenever someone would ask, oh, how do I pick a good stock? That's why I tell people to just stick with the top stocks that are already here, like the highest market caps, because those usually have the best volume. So, but just because you have a high market cap doesn't mean you're going to have good volume. Volume comes and goes. So, like, you got to be careful using this list, which I probably should have emphasized a little bit more in my video I just posted. But some of these stocks are low market cap stocks, and they may not have great liquidity. Um, so you have that bid ask spread risk. It could really hurt you. It could take up 30% of your gains just because of the spread. So that's where this comes into play. You know, doing the back testing in on demand. Um, so if anyone is just joining, I was kind of going over my LLY trade. It's up 5% right now. Woohoo! Little peanut gain so far. Um, I'm thinking about like closing this trade a couple days before because I want to close out my books for the year end. So it just simplifies my taxes. Um, but I may just hold it until the 29th. I don't know. I have a couple weeks to decide. Um, but yeah, LLY had a good day yesterday, or I mean Friday had a good day. Finally broke out. I was kind of getting worried about it, especially on Thursday. When I saw this move on Thursday and then it bottom wicked, I was like, okay, I felt a little bit better. And then by Friday, I was like, all right. So and LLY moved up because they released some news. I think I have, yeah, this is it right here. So it's a very bullish fundamental right there. Dividend increase of 15% for Q1. So if they're increasing their dividend by 15%. Their current yield right now is 0.87. Yield trailing 12 months. So they have been increasing their dividend because the TTM trailing 12-month dividend yield is 0.76. That means that their dividend yield was lower in the past. So they have been increasing their dividends, which is like really bullish. That's really good. Eli Lilly is a profitable company. I think they have a 30% profit margin per quarter or year over year. I think it's year over year. Yeah. Oh, 20% net margin. But I think their gross margin's like 30%, which is really good, especially for a company this size. LLY is a pretty big company. $567 billion market cap. That's no joke. I think that puts it in number 9. I wish they had a number, like a numbered list of each stock, but I think this is number 9 on the stock market in terms of market cap. So pretty good. PE ratio is crazy. It's at 108, but we've seen worse. We've seen higher. I think AMD. I mean, the forward PE on AMD is a lot better, but their TTM PE is like over 1,000, as you can see here. AMD is doing really well. I closed out my trade, of course, on the 30th. Made like 270% on that option. Um, did well in November, but they had a great day. Went up 9.89% on Thursday. Another about 0.5% on Friday. Um, they're doing really well. I think people are waking up to AMD a little bit and starting to buy it. And it's about to make a new local high, but it still has a ways to go to reach new highs. Uh, Nvidia already blew past its old highs from 21. So, but AMD's got a little bit catching up to do. I think this is a great stock to hold for long term. Just pick up a couple shares here and there, and just hold. Because its market cap is only 200 billion, 208 billion, and I can, if everything goes to plan with AMD, especially with the whole AI thing, um, this is going to be a $1 trillion company over the next like 10 years, let's say. I mean, if you look at this on a yearly chart, I mean, this thing's taking off. It's been taking off since 2016. So, and I remember, and I know quite a bit about AMD and Nvidia, Intel, because I started building computers in like high school. So this would be like 2011, 2012. I started building computers, and I remember like Nvidia and Intel. were like the top dogs. Those were the parts you wanted for graphics card, Nvidia, for CPU, you wanted Intel. Now it's kind of like, especially since like I remember like 2018, 2017, 2018, um, people started switching over to AMD for their CPUs, and because they were good, they were competitive in terms of processing power and performance. They were right up there with Intel, but their pricing was so much better. I think CPUs for AMD were like almost half the price. I think the AMD Ryzen chips, that's what really made AMD take off. And yeah, it's paying off big. And they're still chugging away. They're doing really good. Um, which makes me wonder how Intel has been doing, because Intel, you could see Intel. I mean, AMD really like ate AMD ate Intel's lunch over the past like 6 7 years, because you can see here, even, well, I know that they have been because just following the tech world, but um on a stock chart, on a yearly chart here for Intel, you can see since pretty much 2020, Intel's been having a rough time. I mean, this stock is down from its all-time highs, I guess, from 21. And their lows, they went down 62%, and right now they're still down 30% from their highs. Yeah, yeah, Java, exactly. So, and I remember like AMD chips, like pre like 2015, I'd say. AMD chips were like not that. I mean, they worked, but they'd have a lot of issues. I think, especially for gaming, when you put them to the test. But now they're great. So, but Nvidia is still the top dog for GPUs, video cards. So, but we'll see. AMD still, they're trying to do better with their video cards too. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's very interesting. But I think supposedly people say like, oh, Nvidia's like way ahead of AMD in terms of artificial intelligence, but I don't know. AMD could have something up its sleeve. I mean, they took out Intel. They have some smart people. Their CEO, I forgot her name. I think it's Lisa something of AMD. She does a really good job at that company. So um, we'll see. By the way, I got my microphone settings for my new mic all squared away, so I should sound better. Um, Before it sounded like my mic was a little too sensitive. Now I have like a little bit of noise canceling, adjusted the gain properly, so there's less echo. Other top drug companies, Guild, was that Gilead, right? And ABBV. Yeah, ABBV, um, AbbVie. They went up a bunch, I think, right? This week they did something, but I was watching them, and I was like, oh man, I should have just like bought this stock instead for December. But I don't know what their seasonality is actually. Let's check that. Now I'm kind of interested. They do okay. Only 13 years of back testing, but past few years they've been doing really well in December. Basically from 2019, but they've been on a rocket ship since month end. They're up 4%. So whoever's in this stock right now for an option, congrats. Oh wow, they pay a nice dividend too. Yeah, these drug companies, they've really ballooned over the past few years, especially since COVID. So, and Gilead, let's check Gilead. Oops. Yeah, so basically right now LLY is kind of lagging behind all the big boys, all their competitors. So Gilead's up 3%. You can see LLY is just starting to turn its head upwards. Hopefully it is. Hopefully this isn't gonna be slammed back down. But you know, if I go from November 30th, we're only up 1.19%, which is like kind of compared to AbbVie and Gilead. So recent highs, I don't know. Let me check my magic ball. I'll get back to you on that. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that answer on the 29th of December. I mean, there's a good possibility it goes up. It has been consolidating for a while here. If we look at this on a monthly chart, I'll just hide the drawings for a moment. You know, we had a big push up in August. I think this was because of the Alzheimer drug. It was either Alzheimer drug or the weight loss. The weight loss and the Alzheimer drugs have been like the talk recently in the drug community. There's been a lot of FDA approvals across multiple companies, so that's what pushed this up 22% in August, and now we kind of consolidated in September, consolidated again in October. You can see, you know, a lot of buying activity slammed down. So this is all profit taking up here. A lot of profit taking. Um, and then November was a decent month for the entire market. And so far we're up, you know, a little over 1%. So, you know, are we going to see a new high? I don't know. There's a good chance. I mean, the seasonality's there for this stock. So the seasonality is in play for December. Get out of my face. 75% for December. Okay. Good possibility. Put this back on the daily. Yeah, so 628. I'd probably be a little more conservative and look at, you know, the 616 area. It's respecting the 20. I know EMAs are kind of finicky, but every time we go below this 20 EMA, we don't spend too much time below it, right? Come below the 20, pops right back up. Come below the 20, pops right back up. I mean, even touching it, it pops right back up. And then, of course, back here, you know, 2022. Actually, LLY did really well in 22. So this stock has been outperforming everything. Well, maybe not outperforming everything, but in terms of the S&P, it's been outperforming majorly. So, and it's been consolidating for a while, so I think there's a really good chance this goes higher. One thing that I was kind of looking at on my phone, but I was looking at this trend right here. Maybe I should measure it from the body of the candle. So many lines. Read Weight Watchers will offer those diet pills too. Yeah, it's a diabetes drug, but it helps you lose weight. So supposedly the food companies are taking a hit from this. So, but you can see here we're respecting this trend line, bouncing right off of it. So are we? Let me delete this. Let me get rid of my. Actually, I'll leave up my vertical lines because that signals my entry and close. Something kind of like this. So we could see new highs. Who knows? Using your strategy, I chose KHC for my December trade. Bought 29 December 35 calls for 95. Closed Friday for 124. Oh, nice. So you made about 25%. We'll liquidate at 2x. Free trade for Jan. Nice. Okay, so you're going with the profit taking strategy. So you're taking profits. That's good. Hey, listen, like I hold for the entire month, but if you want to take profits, like do it. Nothing wrong with taking profits at all. Good thing on your side with LOY uptrending OBV. On balance volume. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Kind of Consolidate that. This up a little bit. I don't really look at OBV. I don't really look at many like oscillators or these kinds of indicators. Never had too much luck with them, but it is okay. So I see what you're saying. The volume is increasing here. Yeah. Yet to really like figure out a strategy using something like this to trade, but volume is rising, so that's good. Yeah, yeah, it definitely is more long term. So KHC, is that gold? Craft, okay. I was confusing KHC with KGC. Different stock. Kraft Heinz. I think this one popped up on my screen. Oh wow, nice trade. Very nice trade. Did you enter on I guess if you're saying you used my strategy, I assume you entered on the 30th? Like end of day or beginning of day? I don't know. Nice, 4%. Yeah, I should look at OBV a little bit more. Kind of play around with it. I just, like a lot of these indicators are hit and miss. And some indicators work better on different equities. So, Kraft Heinz. I'm going to check out the... Wow, very nice. Very, very nice. We do went with 29. Oh, so you went with a lower duration. 29.35 calls. So yeah. So yeah, that makes more sense that you jumped out of that trade earlier. Because then theta becomes too much of a problem. That's why I don't like to like once you start. Let me try to find a theta decay chart. See if I can find an image on Google here. Oops. So like once you get to like that 30-day mark, things become risky. And then like the 21-day mark. So if you go like right here, basically, the 21-day mark is when things really increase. But we're entering. Well, I enter like back here basically, and then I'm closing by. Let's see. So if I enter a 45, but I usually enter like a 50. I'm usually in a 50 DTE. So 20 days. By time 20 days rolls around, I'm already out. So I'm getting out like right around here. Right around here on this theta decay chart. Because you can see like how risky it becomes. Even past 30 days, you're asking for it. So that's why I go with the 45 or 50 DT around there, because you're getting that theta risk exposure, and of course the closer duration you go, the more gamma you get, because so if an option goes up more, your percentage gain is even higher. Um, but it's risk to reward. It's all relative. So the higher reward, usually the higher risk. Um, so yeah, good thing you got out of that. And it looks like it's you see like one day like this on KHC going that close, like at the 29 December call, going this close. One day like this, a 1% down day kills you. It takes out like you could take out like a third of your gains or more, 50% of your gains. I see it even with my options going, um, like going with the like this one I'm in right now. This one's right now it's at 40 DT. If I have on LLY, you know, going down 2% in one day, I mean my gains are all gone, basically. So you gotta know how to play the fiddle. 30th end of the day, Tasty gives. hold on. My screen's getting cut off. I have to pop out the chat so I can see what you guys are writing. 30th end of day. Tasty gives 4 optional liquidity. Oh yeah, that's the Tasty Trade options rank, right? They have a rank for liquidity. That's actually pretty neat. I'd probably check that out. Put this here. This here. I don't like the YouTube platform, like the studio platform for streaming. It's kind of trash. Not gonna lie. Like I pop out my chat, but like the restore chat box is still there. It's like, no, I popped out the chat. You can get rid of this whole menu now. But I digress. So nice trade on KHC. Hopefully, hold on. Someone's vacuuming upstairs. Let me mute my mic for a moment. Shut the door, but hopefully the vacuum isn't too loud. Alright, what do you use? Streamlabs, OBS? OBS. I use OBS. Been using OBS for a long time. I may have to adjust my input volume or something if this vacuum is going to be loud in the background. I don't want to annoy you guys with that, so. Yeah, but this chart's looking good. I didn't really look at this part of LOY, but we're respecting this trend line. Pretty good. And also, you had this happen. Well, I was measuring it from here. So like, I don't use technical analysis to enter or exit my trades, but I do like to look at it if I know the theme of the month, right? If I know LLY is going to do well, or typically does well in December, then I'll throw up, some indicators from there. But I don't base my trades off of them. So just because I have like a MACD up, you can see like everything on the MACD is curling up here. That looks good. Who was it? Java mentioned the OBV. That was rising too. So hopefully OBV makes a new high. I think that's how like you should go about technical analysis, right? Like have your statistics already set up, have your back testing already done, have an idea, implement it, put it on the trade, and then look at the TA. Before you put on the trade, look at the TA, the technical analysis. All right, perfect. You guys can't hear the vacuum in the background. I had to close the door. So, yeah, I like to do my technical analysis after the fact. I've tried entering trades on TA so many times and got burnt a lot. So So it's funny. I'm on the algo YouTube algorithms for the trading community, the YouTube trading community algorithm. Um, I look at other channels that have like a lot of followers, and like I'm surprised that people even subscribe to these channels because you can just tell that they're frauds. Like they look like they just got into trading like last week, and they just put up a YouTube channel. They have no idea what they're doing. Um, and it's just like a lot of it, the appeal to it is all day trading and scalping and just trying to you know get people enticed with the action. And then there's my channel where it's like, hey, I put on like a trade or two for the month, and yeah, that's about it. See you next month, guys. Like, I'm not really doing much scalping or day trading here. Just kind of most of my work is looking at analysis and statistics, back testing, a lot of mundane, boring stuff. But that's where the money is. I mean, if you look at like top hedge funds and money managers, especially ones that trade derivatives and like short-term trading, they're not looking at a chart like this. They're not like going, "Oh my god, like LOY broke out of this trend line, and I gotta go long." Like that's not how it works at all. Um, but that's what the viewers want. You know, not all viewers, but that's what a lot. I think it's a lot of young people, and you also notice that a lot of people that run their YouTube channels are young, like they're like barely out of high school. There is a guy that finds frauds. Yeah, there's a couple guys. I'm in trading, or is it I'm in trading? Yeah. Then there's like CoffeeZilla. He's like pretty big. Um, who is it? There's this other guy who was on CoffeeZilla's video. This guy named like his YouTube channel is like Real PNL. And he basically does what I do. Like he posts videos like real profit and loss, and then he exposes people who are fake. And he's like, I don't see anyone else out there that does what I do. And so I commented on his video. I'm like, hey, I guess that makes two of us. Um, and then he like commented back like, oh, I don't see your profit or loss. So I was like, oh, it's there. Like, check out my videos, my streams, whatever. And then like someone else commented, replied to me saying, oh, he's trolling. Like to me, thinking I'm trolling. I was just like, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm trolling. Like I'm showing my real account profit and my strategy. I'm more transparent than the guy who's claiming to have real P&L, so that's all right. You know, it's just safe to assume that people are lying, especially on YouTube because there's just so many liars. I'm surprised that some of these frauds get sued by FTC and come back to keep selling. Do they get sued? I mean, I could see people doing like lawsuits, like personal lawsuits, but Federal Trade Commission, right? Isn't that what FTC is? But yeah, I'm just surprised YouTube lets it go this far. Um, but it's all fraudulent. Even the big guys like Graham Stephan and who's that guy? Kevin, the guy that makes his hair green. I can't even like bear those guys. Although Graham Stephan's like all right, but they all got duped by Sam Bankman-Fried. They were like pushing FTX, the exchange for crypto, like crazy. And they're getting paid millions of dollars to slap their brand on their podcast and talk about it every 20 minutes. um yeah, it's all for money. It's all about the money. Like everyone's got their angle. That's why, like, even if I had something valuable like my strategy and showing it to everyone, like I could easily put up a paywall and just like do this type of work behind the paywall and make you guys pay. But like I don't want to do that. It's like then you're just like the rest of them. Um, I make enough money working and trading on my own. Like I don't, and if I do make money from any of this, it'll be through YouTube ad revenue, which you know that's just a given as a YouTuber. And I don't even think the YouTube ad revenue would pay me much. I'd probably make like $1,000 for the entire year. So, but hey, $1,000 is a lot of money still. Um, but basically YouTube, I'm doing this for free. I am doing it for free. So, but I get so much value just talking to you guys. You know, I say this a lot, but just like bouncing ideas off each other and having conversations are more valuable. What I don't understand is millionaire traders who charge $2,500 per course. Doesn't make sense. If I were a millionaire dollar trader, I would sell my course for $99. Well, you know what it is. They're trying to get one guy because like it's a lot easier to get one uh uninformed person to give $2,500 than get, you know, 25 people to give $100. Um, so yeah, it's a lot easier to get one person to pay $2,500 because they just want to take your money and run. That's what they're doing. Yeah, some of these courses we can take a look. We can go on my YouTube and we can look at some frauds. The best ones are like Mamba FX. Oh my god. Like this guy right here. Like, come on. Like, look how many people subscribe to this person. Like, holy moly. Like, you can just tell by the videos. It's just like being marketed towards young people who don't know what's going on. But like, if this guy can make 367,000 subs, right, and get almost basically millions of views. I mean, if we look at here, almost 18 million views. But like the reason why he gets so many views is because he posts videos like this, like, oh my god, $11 to 1,100, $1,000,000, like, you know, never stop winning. Like they're just selling you the dream and just taking your money in between. Like, so it's like, yeah, check out my. Does he even have the course listed on here? So like now they try to get sneaky about it too. They're like, yeah, no, I don't sell a course, and then you go into their video, which I'm gonna pause and not play because I don't want to get copyrighted. But like, yeah, check out my free trading course. Like we can go through this, become a funded. Now the funded trader is one other thing. Yeah, I heard about Warrior Trading getting sued, but here's the other thing: like the sponsors, they make a lot from sponsors too. But these prop firms, like become a funded trader. I am so sketched out by these prop firms because they popped up recently in the past like 2 years, and especially this year, 2023. Prop firms have exploded in popularity, and it's like, where are you guys getting all this money to fund traders? And it's like, oh, it's basically a Ponzi scheme because you're just like, yeah, pay $100 a month to become a funded trader. So you're just using other people's funds to, you know, fund profitable traders, and then you take a cut from those profitable traders. I don't know if some people do it, but this is like a little sketchy area. But like, let's go to his course here. But it's like, yeah, become a free trade. Like this is free, right? My free trading course. It's not free. This is not free at all. Like access free course. Yeah, give me your name, phone number, get instant access, and then, you know, he's gonna want you to buy something eventually. But look at it. It's all colors and cool marketing schemes. Like that's all it is. Like, yeah, that could be you. Like, you know, that could be you making millions of dollars. But the problem is being like doing this sort of thing, like, and getting sued potentially by FTC or getting sued by someone. Um, if I did this, I'd have, you know, I wouldn't be able to sleep well at night. You know, like how do you live with yourself? It's like any day now I'm gonna get sued or hit over the head with something. Wendy Kirkland mostly sells via emails. I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's so many out there. I mean, like you could just go to YouTube and type in trading. I could type trading and like you could see. Like I just watch these guys' videos because it's just hilarious just to watch them. Like this video I watched last night. Like this guy scam, not a scam. This is me. You know this guy. But like scam, words of wisdom. Like come on, please scam. This looks like a documentary. S&B Capital. Ooh, these guys get under my skin. They're like one of the they scam so well they're not even like viewed as scam. But these guys just like steal strategies from people into their prop firm. All they are is a prop firm. That's all they are. Oh, Timothy Sykes, he's like the pioneer of this whole YouTube trading industry. But like if you see like FX, whatever, FX, plug in your name, FX out like it's a scam. This guy I don't think's a scam. Trader Nick. But I don't know. But I've heard from what I've researched, he's actually not too bad. But like he puts up like clickbaity videos, which I guess I kind of do now. That's the only way you get people to watch him, right? Like a video like this, simple, powerful day trading setups. Like this guy may be real and have a good strategy, but he's not making thumbnails like this, like Trader Nick, who's putting like fire and flames in the background with a big dump on the chart. Like, I digress. That's my little rant. But it's all for clicks. It's all about the views at the end of the day. The actual trading aspect doesn't matter. And that's why guys like me, there's many guys like me out there like trading, guys and girls who trade profitably, share their strategy for free, don't sell anything. But we're like lurking underneath the surface. It's funny because people don't want to watch, most people that want to trade, they want to watch the stuff that looks appealing. They go after the sexy marketing. Yeah, I know Tim Sykes. Um, you should put stock symbols and other words in your titles, get more views. Yeah. Well, the video I just posted is kind of I stole that title from another scammy type of YouTuber. A couple of them. So, but hey, I don't mind stealing titles and thumbnails as long as my actual content has value in it, has real value in it, and I'm not selling anything. So, but it's whatever. I'm not really trying to. I'd rather stay under the radar. My like one of my biggest worries is the YouTube this channel like gets a gets some popularity like say like 10,000 subs or something or 5,000 subs, and then like the trades I'm putting on become crowded, and it's like what do I do now? It's like can I not share my trades anymore because everyone's just gonna follow what I do? That's not what I want. I'd rather you guys go out on your own, take my strategy, but look up different stocks. And I think a lot of you already do that, right? Like Java, you're looking at KHC, right? Like you go out on your own, kind of put your own twist to things. Take profit early. Like do that. Like if you could take 10% of my strategy and use it to your own benefit, I did my job. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. So but yeah, I do put symbols in my. Well, I don't put symbols in my title as much, but not really worried about growing my channel. You know, I do plenty of other things on the side to make income, so YouTube's not like the end all be all for me. It's just a hobby. The way I think about it is as long as the content I put out provides value to people and it's different from the rest, I'm good. It doesn't matter what my title or thumbnail is. And of course, the people who watch are loyal. I'd rather have a loyal fan base or viewer base um, than, scamming people and just putting out, you know, clickbaity marketing on my videos. So, long have we been streaming for? Almost an hour. I'll give it another like 10 minutes. I'm starving right now. I need to eat breakfast, so probably go eat a big lunch, get a couple things done. Gotta get my holiday shopping out of the way. Um, which I should have done already, but I'm always late to stuff like that. But I'll probably post a video about the LLY trade soon. I like to do like a mid-month update, which I kind of already do on on a live stream. I feel like I'm a skipping record sometimes, but yeah, I'll probably post something in the next week or so. Yeah, no problem, Java. Peace, man. All right, so before I go, I guess we could do a little bit of a Netflix analysis because this is going to be my next trade for January. So what I like to see before I get into a trade is a little bit of a pullback. I like to buy into that discount. It just gives you a better probability, kind of like LLY. Same thing here, right? Like when I entered this, I entered right here. We pulled back from its local highs. Let's go from like the top of the candles here. Pulled back a good 4%. So you put odds in your favor. We still have a whole month to go for Netflix. I kind of want to look at Netflix for December. Netflix typically, it's like 50-50. Mm-mm. 50%. Well, 55. So it seems like the seasonality is playing out already on Netflix. We're already down quite a bit. Let's see. I like to go actually measure from here. Already down 4% in 8 days on Netflix. So hopefully it stays in this range. Pick it up at like 450. Pick up calls at 450. We're off to the races. Nice uptrend. So looking good. Looking good. MACD is starting now. I don't really put too much emphasis on MACD, but momentum is fading to the downside. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. No one knows, and if someone says they know, they're lying. Like even using seasonality to like base my trades on, I'm still wrong sometimes. That's why risk management is everything, no matter what strategy you have. So it's where a lot of people get hurt in trading. You gotta manage your risk. But excited for LLY. I was really worried this would be a red trade for December, but I think I'll have a better idea by this Friday. If we're up good by this Friday, I'm gonna feel pretty comfortable about the trade overall. When I say pretty good, I mean like pretty much new highs, like six. Because how far up do we have to go to get to new highs? Well, technically 5%, but new closing highs 3%, which we can get there in a couple days. I mean, this stock can move up 1.5% in one day, so we'll see. We will see. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Been on for almost an hour now. Uh, I may stream later in the week. I've been really busy. Uh, been dealing with a lot of year-end stuff for real work, so I apologize if I'm not as active on the YouTube, um, or at least with live streams. Maybe I'll post more videos. I posted one today, so if you haven't checked out how I go about trading stocks or how I go about picking my stocks, go check out that video I just posted, how to pick good stocks. Um, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Harold, good seeing you, man. Good talk. Yeah, all right, guys. Catch you on the flip side.